Welcome in Mongolia.
I'm pretty sure you can picture Mongolia, but can you do the same about Ulaanbaatar? One of the coldest capitals in the world, a lot of pollution, a big Soviet architecture. Personally, I would say a good playground for photographer. So that's the purpose of today's video. Let me take you with me through the city to show you what it has to offer through my eyes. You know, when you arrive to this kind of country, it's like very raw concrete, specifically in winter, very silent, there's nothing happening. You're like, what am I doing here? You're just waiting for something to happen. And it's very hard to get used to the place and to the dynamic of the country, specifically in winter once again, where everything is kind of dead. But at the same time, this is the kind of place that will make you stand out a little bit by going outside of your comfort zone, and that's what I loved about my trip in Mongolia.
I will stay here 2 weeks. I have different things to see. There is 5 days in Ulaanbaatar just to see, to capture the essence of the city and what the city has to offer us for street photography. Let's start taking pictures with this beautiful pollution of Ulaanbaatar.
As you could see in the past, I used to travel in Asia a lot. So we are still in Asia, in Mongolia of course, but the dynamic is completely different. Most of the time when you picture an Asian country, it's like a very dynamic, everybody's outside, it's like almost too much action happening, and that's why I love Asia. It's because there's so many things happening in the street, people live outside, and it makes things way easier to get your pictures. But Mongolia is another story. Specifically Ulaanbaatar, which is like a old Soviet looking place. Everything reminds me of Poland there. Some of the streets, some of the building there was like exactly like when I used to live in Poland. But it was dead outside, completely dead. And taking pictures in this kind of environment, most of the day, like I spent, I don't know how many hours per day I was outside, but I feel like I was spending most of my time doing absolutely nothing. And it's not a really welcoming place, you know. It's very cold, there's car accident every day, it's crazy, everybody's honking, people doesn't smile like you are used to in most of other countries in Asia, I would say, at least Southeast Asia. It's like everything is very dark, gray, there's only one color, everybody's like inside their clothes trying to survive. This is what it feels actually when you are in Ulaanbaatar. So yeah, very hard at first. Every time you encounter someone, it's like you don't want to bother this person because it's like you are the only two person in the street. If you take pictures of this person, it's very obvious, specifically when the guys are like 3 times wider than you and can crush you just with their fist. So it makes things way harder.
New day today. It's actually almost 9 a.m. and it might be around minus 15 degrees, which is not crazy low, but with the wind it's so cold. We are on one of the most popular monuments of Ulaanbaatar, which is representing the victory of communism over the little mustache guy from Germany. Normally it's always full of tourists, but since we are in winter, in December 17, there is absolutely nobody, and that's good for me. So it's very cool, very nice to come here, and you have a beautiful view on the city and the pollution with some factory. And the good thing about Ulaanbaatar is that the city is situated 1,300 meter high. The good thing is that it makes you able to enjoy the sunrise in the morning at a pretty late hour. So you don't have to wake up at like 5 a.m. in the morning like in Korea to be able to see the first rays of the sun. And there is a tons of pigeon just on top of normally just here, yeah, which are pooping. So I will not stay here too long. I was walking around outside of the big building, the offices, etc. Just to go to more like local places. I really like it. It looks, I don't know, it reminds me a little bit of Romania in some place in the countryside. And I wanted to see the river. It makes me want to cross to go to the other side because I'm supposed to go to the other side after. So I see a lot of people walking, etc. But since I have no experience, I don't have my Canadian girlfriend with me, I will not take the risk. So I will keep exploring this area, but it's so funny, like there was some girls probably going to school. They saw me, but I was all covered. They saw me, then they look in my eyes and they saw a foreigner, like, what the fuck is he doing here? I kinda love this, this feeling, being lost like this.
Seoul is probably the city I used to live in with the most pollution. It's crazy. Like the mix of humidity in the air, like a lot of clouds, mixing that with pollution makes the whole place hazy, which can be nice sometimes for pictures, but like at the same time, you are getting used to less clear atmosphere. When you arrive and you see all this big gray cloud surrounding the city, you're like, ah, that's another level. Even a small kid in the street during a video I will show you maybe after this one, the POV video that I did just for the immersion in the city. There was a kid, like I was taking pictures of like some people around. It was like close to a touristic area as well, so it doesn't help of course. But then the kid like had like a American fist, I don't know how you call that in English, and he had this. He was like, no photo, no photo. I was like, okay, I guess he's probably 13 years old, but I will not bother him too much. So yeah, and the city feels also very poor. There is like, of course, a lot of buildings, but also a lot of very poor house in some areas. So it doesn't feel very safe, even though nothing happened to me. Everything was nice and everybody was very friendly to me. It's just, you know, the feeling that you get when you arrive there. When you go to the temple, it's written like, be careful of your belongings, there's thieves, etc. I was not here for the touristic season, so I think it was the best for me. Every time someone told me like you shouldn't go in winter, it's not recommended to go in winter, blah blah blah, I was just like, perfect, it just makes me want to go in winter even more. And that was a good idea. Once again, what you want in your photography is to trying to be as original and as personal as you can. And if you try to go in some place where everybody took the same picture, it's gonna be way harder to go out of like the spectrum of what has been done in the past. So yeah, going in winter in Mongolia has been a good choice for me. Of course, not the easiest in terms of light. There was so many days where I was walking around, it was just gray, there was no light, I wanted some contrast, and I couldn't get what I was expecting to have. But that's fine. I was just walking around, once again, getting some specialty from Mongolia, which keeps you very warm in winter, and keep trying, keep trying. I went around different areas, and of course, when you arrive to Ulaanbaatar, I think one of the things that shock you the most, that you see like popping in front of your face very easily, is probably the power plant. There is like few power plants, I think 2 or 3, something like this. This is also one of the reasons people say it's one of the most polluted city. I don't know if it's coming from these power plants, like if it's coal power plant. Is it English power plant for power plant is like with nuclear things, so it can be coal, etc. also.
Yeah, a power station, coal-fired power plant.
Oh, okay.
Fact checker Gloria here.
I don't know what's the source of the energy of this power plant, but they said it's one of the reasons why the city is being over-polluted, and you can see it with your eyes and feel it with your nose. I was like, that actually might be a very interesting subject to take pictures of. So I decided to get closer to those areas, got a taxi because it's very cheap, just drive through the city and get there.
I am actually in an industrial area next to a power plant. I'm trying to get pictures of the area with the power plant on the background because it looks kind of nice. It's like fill up the background. And I don't know if it's because of the pollution, maybe a mix of the pollution and the dry air. But I got my face like so red quickly, so dry. Whatever. I was taking pictures of, there's like a small house abandoned with beautiful like colors, kind of pastel because it aged with time. And I was taking pictures, etc. And there's like 3 puppies that came to me, 3 very cute ones. I was taking pictures of them with the power plant on the background, etc., etc. And then I got lower to get a lower angle to have them more impactful in my pictures. And when I lowered, we'll take a picture here. Looks nice like this. So I got lower, they started barking, and then 3 adult dogs was running to the puppies, so it was their parents, their family, let's say. And they started barking to me, like faking, attacking me to make me go because to protect the small one. And then all the cars around me started to honk to help me to get the dogs away. So I kept walking back, still facing them, to not having them attacking me from the back. So you have to be careful. I knew that there was like a lot of territorial dog, but I only got attacked, let's say, not really attacked, but like scared by the parents just because I was close to the puppy. Otherwise, the other dogs that I met were very nice to me and I didn't have any problem with them. But so far, so good. So I will keep walking, take pictures. I will maybe try to go closer to the river to have more wide space and take pictures of the power plant, but a little bit more far away because I'm a little bit too close. Let's keep going. The colors are beautiful. So of course it doesn't represent the best of the nature, but that's what I want to talk to you about. Mongolia is known a lot for the nature, and I think this is also why I went here in winter, because I was like, okay, even if I can't afford going too much outside, which at the end I would do, at least I can try to see the city and to see what it looks like, because I've seen some pictures by other photographers before, and I thought like, okay, maybe I can also take my part into this documenting Ulaanbaatar from the outskirts, let's say, with the industrial part, etc. It's always good to try to get another point of view of the place you want to go to take pictures, because if you want to improve your pictures, the best you can do is to do what the other didn't do. And that's always the struggle with art, is to find a way to take pictures of things that you never seen before. So of course this has been taken in pictures, but I want to try to get some pictures from something we see a little bit less often. And this sunset, this view with the smoke on the background, I'm sorry it's from industrial part, but it still looks very beautiful to me. Very cool.
Don't forget to subscribe, there will be another video in the countryside and another POV as well. The video in the countryside was crazy, sleeping at minus 20-25 degrees during the night, having your water being frozen in the morning is a pretty interesting experience for me, and the picture that came with it was specifically good. I might maybe just give you a hint just right now, just in the hope that it will make you subscribe to see the rest, and I will see you when I can edit the next video on my YouTube channel. That was Antoine. Ciao! I knew you were going to do something. Okay, it's longer than expected, I think.